If we're going to talk about some real life battles, why don't we start with Canada versus Saudi Arabia? Ooh. That's a new one that kind of bubbled up recently, right?
Yeah, 2 oil countries with young leaders.
Oh, baby. It's going to be crazy. Yeah. 2 sexy young leaders. Yeah, that young guy that took over Saudi Arabia, he's a little more ruthless than
He's
old.
hardcore, man, because he was seen as a reformer. Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, because he was young. He's like 32. He's younger than me.
Yep.
That's not good.
No.
You should not have the reins to a country that brutal. It's still an absolute monarchy. Yeah. This is like 12th century England, man.
Kim Jong-un is 34 too.
Yeah, no, this
so,
is
like,
this
these guys are
dude. Poland, the prime minister or president, whatever the fuck they have in Poland, he's also 32 or something like that.
What the fuck is going on? It's
I
like
know
Rugrats at the fucking UN.
Exactly. It's very dangerous when you have this many young hardliners in charge, right? Because
so weird.
They don't have. I mean, we always talk about how dumb people are, but the younger you are, the less context you have, right? And in this case, in Saudi Arabia's case, we're talking about he's young, he's rich, and he has absolute power, right? It's not that far removed from Justin Trudeau, who's young and rich, doesn't have absolute power, but he hasn't really felt the absence of power in his whole life, right? He's a dynasty, essentially.
He is, but he was also elected.
Yeah, true. I guess I guess it's not like a direct comparison, but more in there.
He didn't like murder his uncle to become
prime minister. No, he did not
minister.
murder his uncle. No, he did not. But I find that reliance on that kind of like inexperience has become a problem worldwide, where like the lack of experience is seen as, oh, this is why this person should be in charge of a country, because they've never done this shit before. Right. Doug Ford, Trump, Trudeau, MBS, the guy in Turkey, the guy in Poland, the new guy in Australia who almost unseated their prime minister. There's this resurgence of, we don't like the elite, and there's a lot to be said about that, about like, you know, people with power and money controlling the direction of everybody on the planet, right? But you don't want a plumber to be an astronaut. So you don't want, you know, like guys like this to be leaders. But
that's the mentality that people have, right? Is sort of like, I just want the prime minister or the president or the leader to be like the guy I know down the street. Well, that's not. You can't have that guy as a president. He needs to be an extremely elite thinker. He's got to be super high level intelligence. He's got to not be able to be pushed around. Somebody who's, you know, assertive and compassionate and all these things. Like a leader of people is someone that needs to be held to an extremely high standard.
Not your beer drinking buddy.
I'm sure Joe's gonna say that regular shit that America's racist. Oh, America's racist. Yeah, says the country who's never had a black president. So.